Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following show contains deep and far jokes that may be offensive to both the living and undead. Your discretion is advised.
Biatch.
Woke up in the sanitarium. In the ring, I feel like Leatherface. Run up, then I bury you. They know the vibes when I'm coming through. They told you lies, but we know the truth. Vibes, gotta let it loose. Yeah, I'm gone, I can't feel my face. Gone, you won't see my face. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Sanitarium. Better get up, sick, make him spit up. Witch, cough his ribs up, bitch, bathe in his blood. Better get up, sick, make him spit up. Witch, cough his ribs up, bathe in his blood. Woke up in the sanitarium.
Is your host, the one and only Leatherface. Let the chaos begin.
Let it begin. How's it going, everybody? 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, we're 4 minutes late. Kiss my ass. 9:04 p.m. live from Roxborough, North Carolina. The only paranormal show here in the Bible Belt, probably. But we're here, and it's going to be awesome. Special guest tonight, Courtney Gaines. Where's Phil, damn it? I need Phil. Phil, where you at? There he is. Phil!
Hola, amigo.
What's up?
¿Cómo está?
What's going on with you?
Same old shit. I think I tell you about my brush with crazy earlier this week.
Oh, yeah? Tell
Yeah,
us
a lot
about
of crazy chicks on Tinder these days.
What'd you do? What'd you do, Phil?
I don't know. I found somebody who was really in tight with Pope Francis, and she was telling me that, what was his name? Oh yeah, Al Pacino. I mentioned the name Al Pacino, and I got cursed out because apparently Al Pacino is stealing her paintings. Oh, and Oliver Stone's son too. So
That's interesting.
Good times.
Yeah, I guess crazy chicks are the best lays, huh?
They say they're the best in bed, so you know.
Well,
But I wasn't willing to risk my life, so I don't know. She gave off one of those vibes, like the type of chick that would kill her parents, maybe. I don't know.
well, that's not good.
No, that's why I chickened out.
So you decided to come to the show tonight instead of go possibly get murdered by this chick.
Well, I figured it'd be safer. Plus, I wouldn't miss Courtney Gaines because as a child of the 80s, I grew up watching his movies. Obviously Children of the Corn, but, the only red-haired kid in Colors, which was, LA Street Gang. But, yeah, that's
I totally forgot about that part. I remember the Burbs and everything else, Children of the Corn. That movie, I'm 47 now. That scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Well, I had a dog that I named Malachi. A red Doberman I named Malachi after I saw that movie, just because I dug it so much. But I love the scene where he's fucked up at the gangster party, and they got him against the wall, and I think it's Sean Penn walks up to him and he goes, "Dusted."
Dust. Oh yeah, I got a Malachi story too. My son's that's the namesake for my son Malachi as well.
Well, that beats a dog.
I got a little funny. Oh, yeah, it does. I got a little funny story about that too. But yeah, shit, gonna be a good show.
Yep.
Be a lot of people watching tonight. Roku channel's about to. I saw the almost finished product. It's about to be out here. It'll be less than a week now.
Nice.
And we'll be around Roku and be good to go. We're gonna shake and bake at that point.
Yep, we'll be actually on TV. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
on TV.
The small screen.
Oh yeah, it'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So everybody hang tight. We're gonna go into our little favorite commercial. We'll be back with a small clip from Children of the Corn. And Courtney just totally bitch punks this little hobbit, Isaac. Oh, I got it right here.
Well, that's when he comes back.
You're going to be hearing it throughout the show. I'm just going to be popping that left and right. My wife sounds just like that when she yells for my son. When he's just being a total hole. Like, oh, shit. Uh-oh.
I think every wife sounds like that after a while.
They all walk behind the rose.
So I've been divorced 3 times.
2 for me. All right, guys. Hang tight, and we'll be right back.
Roll that fudge footage.
And shut up, Dave.
We will be back after this fucking commercial. You will love it and choke on it. The bulk of your road will go.
Fudge comes from Uranus.
Uranus, Missouri.
That felt good.
Tastes even better.
Wow. Deep in the crack of America's heartland, the citizens of Uranus are bursting to give you their amazing fudge. That's right, fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
And we're not fudging with you. I'm as serious as a fudging horse kick to the side of your fudging head.
I am as serious as forgetting your fudging anniversary.
I'm serious as skid marks on your fudging undies.
I'm serious as fudging a pregnancy test. I'm serious as fudging the presidential election. I'm serious as fudging the bar exam.
Uranus squeezes out so many different fudges that they have a fudge for everyone. They got blueberry fudge, chocolate fudge, vanilla fudge, chocolate pecan fudge, mint chocolate fudge, cookies and cream fudge, peanut butter fudge, M&M fudge, toffee bar fudge. There's a fudge for everyone. Right now I'm making the mayor's #2 favorite flavor of fudge. You can try some at UranusGeneralStore.com. Click now.
That is some yummy fudge from Uranus.
The best fudge does come from Uranus, Mr. Mayor. That's my dad. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order the best fudge and fudge this side of the Mississippi. And the other fudge inside, too. We can't contain it anymore. Uranus is about to explode across your screen and your front door.
Ooh, fudge!
Quit prairie dogging and order the best fudging fudge ever. Hey, Mr. Prairie Dog. So if digging for fudge in Uranus isn't your thing, then bring your fingers over here. Uranus offers a lot more than fudge. They got fudging magnets. They got fudging hats and the hottest fudging calendars of Uranus you've ever fudging seen. Ooh, that's cool. But if you ask me what the best part about Uranus is, other than the fudge in Uranus, it's the fudging shirts. Fudge not, lest ye be fudged first. Fudge, 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 fudge. Want to see more of Uranus? Come see the amazing attractions like
the Moonicorn Creamery and Funnel Cakery.
Fudge It Great.
Escape Uranus Escape Rooms.
Fudgerific.
Uranus Sideshow Museum.
Hot fudge.
Chicken Bones Party Bar and Grill.
Fudge, yeah. So quit fudging around. How many more times do I need to say fudge to get you to order some fudge and fudge? Seriously, Uranus can't hold this fudge forever, so you might as well order some fudge today, for fudge's sakes. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order your fudge today. Or come down here and drop some deuces yourself. Peace.
Welcome to Uranus! Let's make Uranus great again.
Fudge, yeah. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudge.
Move from this place. It is holy.
We will bring the Lord too by using one.
Not blaspheme, Malachi. You know not the laws. He speaks them only to me.
I think not, Isaac. You are the one who's lost favor with him. He's the God of blood and sacrifice, not ceremony.
Ah, sacrilege! Down on your knees, heretic!
Shut your mouth, Isaac. You've grown prideful apart from us.
Hush.
He who walks behind the rose will decide your fate.
He was not playing around. He said, listen here, Peck. I'll put you
Yeah.
Down, I will cut you, fucker. What's not what he
He
said?
was the scariest character,
You know what I mean.
for damn sure, in that movie. Even
Oh,
the
yeah,
adults
yeah.
were afraid of him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get Malachi. And everybody's like, oh. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. All right, I don't want to waste no more time. He's probably like laughing his ass off now. I'll go ahead and bring him on here. Here he is. Courtney Gaines.
I'm just wondering what the hell I got myself into now. You know, the Sanitarium and that crazy ass commercial that went on for like 10 minutes. I think that's the longest commercial I've ever seen.
That's
That
an
was
infomercial.
like 2 minutes.
That was like 5 minutes, man.
Oh, bullshit. Wasn't that bad.
Would you make it? You're taking it very personal. Did you make that
Oh,
commercial?
I just like fudge from Uranus.
Oh, I see. Well, you know. Okay, whatever works for you, man.
It's a good spot. No, it was my favorite stop on the way traveling here from California.
And, one guy's got a dog named Malachi, and the other one, you got a kid named Malachi? Was that what I heard?
Yes.
He had the one up me.
Wow. Well, if either one of them are trouble, you know, you brought it on yourself. So
He's trouble. He's trouble.
Yeah, well, you know, you name a kid Malachi. What do you want? I mean,
It's funny, during the break, my wife poked her head in and she's all, "That's not what I sound like." I'm like, yeah, you do. Sounds exactly like her.
That all night too. This is a crazy ass show. I can tell already.
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay.
Every guest that comes on here is like, even Carol Baskin. We had her on. She was a good sport, and we surprised her with a Joe Exotic impersonator, and
my
totally
goodness.
gave her hell. But I'm sure everybody thinks the same thing. Why did I just come on? It's not a regular podcast, is it?
I can see why you don't show your face very well on the show. You know.
Yeah, he hides.
I'm not that pretty. I'm not pretty like El-Guapo, the handsome.
El-Guapo.
El-Guapo.
Muy bonito.
Well, I stole it, you know, from what was it? The Three Amigos.
Oh yeah.
That was the bad guy.
I usually have a cowboy hat too, but I left it in the car. I just got my top hat.
Well, I'm glad I threw a hat on then, just to, you know, make the trilogy work here. So.
Yeah.
I think everybody here wears a hat except for Paul and Amy.
Oh,
I think everybody else wears it. Everybody else wears it. Oh, Tristan. You'll see him, purple sticky. He got the Jesus hair.
She's still saying she doesn't sound like that. She's still pretty upset, apparently. Summer Dent.
Oh no, she's doing comments. Yeah, she's probably gonna come here and throw something at me here soon. Oh yeah, I got a couple comments already.
We should start an 80s cover band and cover Colin Hay hits.
Oh yeah. Speaking of bands, you got your own band, man. I've been listening to the music. I dig it. Courtney Gaines band.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a video here towards we go into the round table the second half of the hour. I'll play a little video. You're gnarly, man.
Yeah, well, you know, as long, you know, I put out a record, you know, it's under my name and all that, but yeah, I do have a band as well that I put together recently where I'm playing bass and singing. In my last band, Ripple Street, I played guitar and sang, but now I'm in Savannah and we're doing like, you know, 3 shows a night, 3 45-minute sets a night. I needed a better guitar player to carry all the cover tunes and stuff, but yeah, it's getting ourselves ready so that we can hit the road next year and do a little touring and have my act together. So,
damn, that's a lot of sets in one night.
Yeah, it really is. It's a lot of tunes. It's a lot of tunes, like eight songs a set. That's a fair amount of tunes, but it's been good. It's gotten me much sharper, you know.
Yeah, well, practice is perfect, right?
Exactly. But that was what's fun about the one you're going to show. That was like a 50-minute focus set for a Halloween crowd. So I got to play some heavy stuff, like a little bit of Black Sabbath, and you know, so that's all. A little Voodoo Child. So we had some fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's so you guys do covers as well as originals.
If you're gonna play 3 45-minute sets, and you're playing for, like, you know, bars and restaurants and things, yeah, you gotta do like 75% covers, you know.
Cool.
Whereas like when I was in LA, it's a showcase town. You do like 45 minutes, you just play all originals. You know, it's a little different animal.
Yeah, that's true. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. All right, Courtney, I gotta do this. I gotta bring you back. I gotta bring you back to the 80s.
Already back in the 80s. I thought we started.
I gotta bring your mind. I gotta bring. We started
40 years ago, man. Oh, hurts.
I think we're all a little bit old and hurting now.
I want to go back so fucking bad.
Oh, jeez, I know. Go back and do it again with all the same knowledge. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh shit! Yeah, well, I think they made a movie like that with a hot tub.
Back to the 80s.
Okay.
Colors. I mean,
colors.
I haven't heard of that one in a long time. I mean, wow. And I totally remember that. You guys getting all roughed up there, and that was awesome. What did it feel like working doing the movie back then?
Well, that was a groundbreaking film, number one. But yeah, so Gerardo Mejia, Rico Suave, and myself, we did 3 movies in a row. The second movie was Can't Buy Me Love, and when we were shooting it, he came across. He got the script audition for this Colors, and he knew I grew up in the tough neighborhoods in L.A. And he's like, "You're not going to believe it, man. There's a white boy in the gangs." I was like, "You got to be kidding, really?" I was so excited and I knew Dennis Hopper was doing it, and I knew he actually knew. He was the one who said, like, do it about the Bloods and the Crips, and I'll make this movie. I knew it was going to be good. And my mentor, a guy named Virgil Fry, Soleil Moon Fry, Punky Brewster's father, who's an actor, he's my manager and he was my mentor. He knew Dennis Hopper well. He helped him make Easy Rider. So he called him and he said, "Look, this is my best guy. You got to check him out." And he's like, "Well, we're having trouble finding a guy that knows this stuff." So I went in, as soon as I got back in town, took a 5-minute meeting, and they gave me the job. So, that movie was groundbreaking. Nobody had ever done anything about that, in a real way, and broke West Coast rap and all kinds of stuff. So it was crazy cool to be part of.
One part of that movie, I remember bits and pieces of it, but all I remember now is "Fuck you, Pac-Man." that's the only part I can remember is that chick. Also, she was in that stoner movie,
Maria
Pineapple
Alonso.
Express.
Yeah, Maria Alonso,
and the Pineapple Express.
With Schwarzenegger too.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. Smoking hot in colors, though.
Fuck you, Pac-Man.
Yeah. But a lot of people broke out of that film. A lot of good people broke out of that film.
I had no idea. I mean, they always say Hollywood is a small town, but the Punky Brewster thing, I didn't know her father was friends with Dennis Hopper. I've always loved Dennis Hopper, and I didn't know that he would have been on the set of Easy Rider. Not that there was a set with Easy Rider. I know they were just kind of running roughshod with cameras through New Orleans.
Shot a lot of stuff in New Orleans. My mentor gets credit just as the makeup artist, and he has a small role in it, but he did a lot. He did a lot more than that.
Wow.
Man, Sean Penn sure didn't age very well. Oh my God.
Well, he's not like shooting stuff in his face all the time, so it doesn't move like all these other guys his age, right?
Well, he wasn't that pretty back then either, to be honest.
No, I'm not saying it was ever. I'm not saying he's pretty. I think he might be the best actor of my generation, though. But I'm just saying he doesn't seem to, since he's not trying to, be a superhero in movie action films. He's not injecting himself so his face doesn't move. Some of those guys and girls look scary, if you ask me. They're just like,
look like Thundercats. Straight up Thundercat, big old lips, their face all pulled up. Like Skeletor with a facelift. Yeah, that's fucked up. So yeah, I'll give him some credit. Sorry, Sean Penn. I still like you, man. Fuck you, Pac-Man. Fuck you, Pac-Man.
And then Robert Duvall. I mean, come on, one of the best of all time. So for me to get to work with Robert Duvall, that was an amazing experience.
So that bring us back to the set of that movie. Did those guys keep to themselves, or did you actually get to have some conversations with Robert Duvall and Sean?
When we were on set working, I mean, it was that was probably the most one of the most hairy environments I've ever worked in. Because so say you're shooting, in the rolling 40s Crips, right down in South Central. Well, like say there's some dude from some other Crips gang like 30 blocks away they've been looking for, and like some dudes start rolling through for real, right? Wow. And like I'm like gang banged out walking down the street trying to get to a set, you know what I mean?
Oh shit.
It was a little hairy, man. There was a few times that was like, whoa, and there were dudes who would have to get home after, like extras that were from one gang that were in the wrong neighborhood and then they had to get home. And like dudes were so it was like
that's fucking scary. Holy
production
shit.
had no clue what some of these guys were going through. No clue at all.
Holy shit. So was there like a lot of security on the set of the movie?
There was, but you can only do so much, right? I mean, like so when you're walking from your trailer to this set or whatever, you can't control it all. So
you're walking all blooded, all gangstered out, walking there. Oh man!
Believe me, my head was on a swivel at times. Let me tell you.
Oh, jeez, I never thought of that too. I thought it was always secure.
Definitely nothing happened. At least nothing that I know of.
I completely forgot about Can't Buy Me Love. I saw that one. I saw almost every movie in the 80s, as most kids my age would have seen it. Kids, I'm 50. It's ridiculous now. But I remember having the hots for the blonde that was in it, but it was a Patrick Dempsey.
Peterson. Yeah. Everybody did, didn't they? Everybody had a crush on Amanda Peterson.
Oh yeah, she was cute. But you were the best friend, right? You were the best
Right,
friend that he kind of jilted when he started hanging with the popular kids.
right,
But
right.
then one of the popular girls started liking you, right?
Darcy DeMoss. We did like I'm doing pretty good remembering names right now. This is good for me. You have no idea. Darcy DeMoss and I did several films. We did Hard Bodies together, which was my second film.
Oh shit. I completely forgot about that one. Wow.
Darcy DeMoss, I don't know if you like this. I don't know if this is a little bit before your guys' time, but the first cable channel thing was this thing called Z Channel. That was this box that you connected to the TV. And they had about like 12 things. And like,
Yeah, it was called Select TV back then for me.
So there was this one channel where there was like this beautiful aerobic women like working out to music. Like
Yeah.
I'd never seen, and like as a teenager, like she was one of those girls.
Wow.
Darcy DeMoss was. I remember when I realized it was her. I almost got embarrassed. I had a crush on her already from those.
You should tell her, hey, I lost a lot of sperm cells to you.
You would have went there. So I was trying to be judicious, But yeah, Darcy is and is still a gorgeous woman.
Wow. Oh, that's what a small world, and you were lucky enough to get to work with her and get to know her.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a killer '80s run, right? So the whole thing of the '80s, because it was teen cinema was blowing up, but you still had to be 18 to work full days back then. The emancipation laws weren't like they are now. So the whole thing was to be 18 looking like 15. So I was 18 looking 15, and I had about 5 good years of training with this guy, Virgil Fry. And everybody kept telling me as soon as I turned 18, I was going to blow up. Like that's what they kept telling me. I didn't know. I just knew I was trying to do good work. But that's what happened. I just went on a tear for like 6 years. And the smartest thing I did was after Children of the Corn being so successful, it sort of blew me away what happened with that I was just like, I got to not get pigeonholed here. So I made it a point during that run to not play the same character twice. And I was able to manage to get a hit in almost every genre. And I think that really kind of set me up for my long-term career because you're like, oh, he can do drama, he can do comedy, he can do horror, and establish myself as a legitimate character actor. I think that's the smartest thing I did.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. You think about the Malachi character versus your character in Can't Buy Me Love. You couldn't be more opposite.
Right.
And then you're the one red-haired white kid inside of with the gangbangers. So,
right.
Cool as shit. So you were 18 when you did Children of the Corn? Is that?
Yeah, 18 looking 15. And John Franklin, who you guys were talking about earlier, you can believe it or not, he was even older than that. He actually gone to college.
Wow. Really?
That's why he was so able to handle that kind of text and pull it off. I mean, for his first film, he made quite a splash as well. I mean, we still do conventions together. We've been doing stuff together for years.
Yeah, we had Adam Wiley on too. And he was in the Children of the Corn 5, I believe.
So I got a crazy question over from Marcus Dunn. Scariest thing you had to do in Memphis Belle?
Another great movie.
Scariest thing I had to do was, in the movie where the plane goes through a big dive.
Yeah.
So we were actually up on this sort of a platform, this sort of gimbal thing, and they were actually able to tilt that thing up to like 45 degree angle. I thought I was going to fall out. I actually grabbed the side, where the machine gun came out of, and had to hold on for my life. It was like it was a good like 8-10 feet high. So I thought I was going to fall on my ass and fall and hit some cement in the studio.
Wow.
So I would say that was the scariest thing.
Another fantastic movie.
Yes, Jason. Colors. Nightmare Walking 2-1 Holmes.
That's like one of the best Ice-T songs there is.
Yeah, well, like I said, that whole movie broke West Coast rap. There was no West Coast rap before that movie.
It's funny, at that time, I never thought about it in hindsight that was Rico Suave you were working with.
Yeah, 3 movies in a row. A motorcycle movie called Winners Take All that was done by this company, Apollo Films, and they're the ones who produced Can't Buy Me Love. And then that got picked up by Touchstone, which was a division of Disney, which just took it over the top. They put a bunch of money in it to clean up all the bad jokes. We went back and did research. Reshoots. And then they also put a bunch of money down to get the title track, Can't Buy Me Love, and that took it over the top. It was the number 3 movie that summer. Now,
Wow.
Before there was such thing as summer blockbusters. If we had done that during summer blockbusters, I'd have been a movie star, man. It'd have been over.
Well, you are a movie star.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking
Yeah, I know.
MC broke out of that film, but if all of us would have broke out of that film, if they'd done that kind of numbers, the way they do summer blockbusters now.
So children of the corn. Hope you didn't have allergies because you guys are out in the dirt and the corn.
I'm allergic to corn.
Oh,
no, that was in Iowa, man. Sioux City, Iowa. We were in the middle of nowhere, small town.
Yeah, I got some sons. Some of my sons live there. Nothing but corn.
So in the 80s, this might be an inappropriate question, but you must have had some groupies, right? You must have been like knee deep in it at the height of your run, huh?
Well, here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. So who were the girls that were going to be into me? They were the Hesher chicks, the metal chicks. And I wasn't into metal. And they were all like speed freaks. And like kind of like you were talking about that girl, I was always picturing that if I, in the middle of sex, they pull out a knife and stab me in the back and kill me. So it just really was like I was not prepared for the kind. Now, horror and goth, and it's all kind of, normalized. But back
then, live by the horror, die by the horror.
It was a little extreme, man. I wasn't ready for some of that was coming at me. I'll just tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So otherwise, he's trying to be safe and say, "Yeah, I got laid."
I'm not saying I did all right, but I'm just saying there was a lot of girls that were interested that I was scared of.
Sometimes that makes it better.
You were just saying you weren't going for it. So.
That's because I'm 50 now.
He chose to live today. He chose to live.
Believe me, I've made plenty of mistakes, my friend. Believe me.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
One of our favorite sound effects.
Oh, we got a bunch of them coming on. I'm trying to overkill it too much. So
in the Burbs, I love my favorite line in the Burbs that you did was "came with the frame."
Yeah, I signed that a lot at conventions. That or sardines. If you're a Burbs person, you either like the line sardines or you like it came with the frame. I don't know what that means, but that's the truth.
Well, it was Bruce Dern. It was just
best, man, the best. I'm a huge Bruce Dern fan. First off, I always say I think he plays son of a bitches better than anybody.
Yeah.
And he really took me under his wing, man. He right away he liked what I was doing, and he started coming up to me and he started telling me how much he liked my work, and it just gave me so much confidence, and it meant so much to me. And 2 years ago now, I got to do a movie called Hellblazers with him after not seeing him for a long time, and I got to again tell him how much that meant to me that he recognized the kind of work I was doing, because like I said, I'm a big fan. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I've loved the guy ever since was it like Midlife Crisis or wait? No, he did didn't he kill John Wayne? And
yeah, he shot John Wayne in the back. He said he was the most hated man in the country for a while.
Yeah. He did another one, that Midlife Crisis one, where he like buys a Porsche and starts dating a Dallas cheerleader in the 80s. Or late 70s. It's a good movie if you ever want to go back and watch
I didn't see that, but God, and he was fantastic in Nebraska. I mean, he definitely deserved an Oscar nomination for that. He was just unbelievably good.
Yep. That's one of the all-time greats.
I agree.
Well, it's getting ready about that time here. We're going to go ahead and play a little clip from one of your little performances the other night.
Yeah, oh, cool. What's the song? Is it Look Out?
Yep.
Cool. Look Out. Yeah, it's a single we put out before we dropped the record. And we played it at the show. Let's check it out.
Check it out. Be right back.
To the round table with Paul Dale Roberts.
Paulie.
Okay, let me. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I was rocking out on that music. That was great, man. Yeah, Courtney Gaines, you got it, man. Let me introduce everybody on the round table. We got Sir Tristan Macy, we got Lady Amy Miller, we got Sir Leatherface, Sir El-Guapo. Well, I have a guest night, Sir Courtney Gaines, Sir Backstage Dave, and Sir Terry the Tame Butt Pirate. And I bet you everybody has something to say because I know everybody's seen Children of the Corn and seen Colors and everything else.
Fuck you, Pac-Man.
I was mesmerized with Colors anyway. But I'm going to start ladies first. Lady Amy Miller, you got anything you want to tell Courtney? Have you seen Children of the Corn?
You know, it's been so long. I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I watched it back when I was young. And yeah, it was definitely a creepy movie. That's all I can say. Because back then it was, way different.
You know, there are so many horror movies now. If you watch, there's something about cornfields, and it all started with Children of the Corn. And
It set the stage. And I think horror movies are better back in the 80s. I love 80s horror movies.
Yeah,
I think it's better than the newer stuff.
It's just less too, Nowadays they rely on CGI for everything. That movie, you think you see things, but a lot of times it's just your imagination. You see the hand going into the meat grinder, but you don't really see, any fingers on the floor or something. But you think you do.
Oh,
yeah, I just went on Tubi about 2 days ago, and I was watching some B-rated movie, and sure enough, they have a cornfield, and creepy things happen in the cornfield, and it started with Children of the Corn. But anyway, Wrangler Dave, you got anything you want to ask Courtney?
Where is Dave? Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave.
Yeah,
Hello.
what's up?
What you got to say, man?
My internet sucks. Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but my favorite movie he did was hands down Memphis Belle.
There you go. That's a good one. We got to
That was hands down my favorite movie you did, Memphis Belle. I love World War II movies. My granddad served in World War II, and I think I'm losing internet again.
We can hear you.
Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, no, that was
there it went.
That was a great experience.
Sorry
man.
about that.
The UK for 3 months and shoot, worked with some of the top dogs of the UK. 4 Oscar winners were on that project. The producer, the cinematographer, the production designer, and the editor. I mean, that's just like, talent, man, serious talent. So it was a great experience to get to do that movie.
What studio in England was that shot at?
Pinewood, man, the studio.
The studio.
And the best, like, commissary food and like Universal, it's like garbage. It's like a commissary at the hospital. Okay, it's not very good. There, it's like a Sunday brunch every day. Like, would you like roast beef or would you like ham, sir? I mean, it was like great. So it's the one that the rest of us have been chasing. All the guys were like, we've chased another one like that in our lives. That was like the top-notch experience making Memphis Belle. But I was gonna say to you that the coolest things that ever happened to me is when some guy came out at a convention and asked me to sign something, and he told me how he went to see the movie with his grandfather, who was in World War II. It was an airman who never talked about it. They saw the movie together when he was a kid in the theater, and then after that, his grandfather started opening up and telling him about stuff. And within a short period of time after that, he passed away. So the guy would have never opened up. They hadn't seen that movie together. To me, that's the power of cinema right there.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Best compliment you can get.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Jason Atkins says
the cool thing about my granddad is he was actually a or two. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. But Jason Atkins, he says, first time seeing Children of the Corn when I was young, it was on Laserdisc.
Yeah, old school. I sign a few Laserdiscs now and again still. I definitely do.
You need an oven mitt to take those things out.
Yeah, but they're cool looking though. It's like it looks like an album cover,
Yeah.
Well, the size was cool.
I think it really gives the good quality of the horror, and it gives a certain grain and quality to a film. It's like listening to an old record compared to a DVD or a CD.
Right.
It was technically better than VHS, but it was 4x8.
I've signed a lot of VHS tapes, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Terry the Taint Butt Pirate. You got anything to say for Courtney?
I have to say, I absolutely loved him in the Burbs.
Thanks, thank you.
He had the coolest pork chops, the coolest sideburns.
Yeah. They use that stuff they use in movies called spirit gum. They put that in there so they could just pull it out as far as it could go, and make it just stiff and stay there. But Joe, the look of it is all Joe Dante. He was like, go get these teeth done, go get your hair cut like this. Go take the wardrobe, take the swath of, tell him that this is the material I want. And he made me come back each step I put together, and he would just laugh and go, you're never going to work again. He was awesome.
Hey, Purple Sticky. He has a cool background. I like that.
Yes, it's very, very, I feel like I'm on acid watching him right now.
I can make that happen. I can make that. Hold up. There we go. You like that?
Yeah, look at that.
All right, so hold up. Courtney, we got to get real here. We got to get serious. I'm going to be real. So, all right. I know that this has been brought up to you before in interviews and at cons and stuff, and I'm so thankful no one's done it yet in this podcast. You could have fucked everything up in Back to the Future. I mean, does anybody talk to you about that? I mean, you were like, right, you could have fucked up everything for Biff and Marty.
Yeah, for a small role, it actually was pivotal, right? It actually had an important arc in the story, which is cool, and it's amazing to be part of one of the greatest trilogies in Hollywood history, right? I mean, still one of the highest grossing trilogies in Hollywood history, and it's on TV all the time, right? It plays all that in Sweet Home Alabama are on TV all the time, but it's for a small role, but it was such a great project to be part of. I always tell the story. For me personally, it was a financial boon, and the reason that was because I was there before Eric Stoltz got fired as Marty, and they were so freaked out having to reshoot everything that I was on payroll for like 5 weeks before they realized what happened. So residual income wise, Back to the Future has saved me arse many a time. So thank you, the Back to the Future gods.
Nice. I mean, the scene and everything. You were in like, especially a pivotal scene where he's looking at the picture, watching him and his brother and sister disappear, and you're stepping in, making it worse.
They shot the hell out of that scene. I think we shot that scene for 3 straight days. It was like every angle they could think of, dolly track, you name it, they did it. And that was before, I didn't know no one really knew who Robert Zemeckis was. We figured he must be good. Spielberg hired him, but he's gone on to be Robert Zemeckis, man. So, but yeah, he shot the hell out of that scene. So that was all good for me, getting paid to hang out,
Oh yeah, three days would be a problem from hell, but at least you got paid, right?
Yeah, hey, it was worth it. They did a convention years ago, back for like the anniversary, whatever. Back at it's this big Methodist church in Hollywood, and it's an old basketball gym from like the 50s. There, they actually had a convention and they redid the whole Enchantment of the Sea. Man, it was like total deja vu. I mean, it looked just like it. I couldn't believe it.
Awesome. Wow.
So my question is, throughout the years of acting, have you had a paranormal experience while on a set or working somewhere?
Have I ever had a paranormal experience on a set?
On a set, or yeah.
On set, no, but I would say I wouldn't call it a paranormal experience, and I have talked about this before. The walk from my trailer through the corn walk to the cornfield that they had cleared out for the movie. Something would happen. I never felt like it was evil or anything. As a matter of fact, I felt like it was spiritual, but something would start building up in me. And then when they would say action, it was like you hear those things they talk about the muse taking over. I feel this energy go straight through me and out my eyes. And I've never had that happen before or since. I've had great acting moments, but it was like consistently happened in that field. And it really was the beginning of me believing in some kind of spirituality, because
it was the corn.
I don't know if it's the corn man channeling that role, or Stephen King. I don't freaking know. But I'm telling you, there it is. I'm telling you, something happened, and it definitely opened my mind and heart to something bigger than me is out there.
Sorry, honey.
That's your rainbow connection moment.
Hey, did you get to meet?
I think you said,
did you get to meet Stephen King on the set of Children of the Corn?
Unfortunately, no, because what happened was he wrote that short story way before he was famous, and somebody bought it. So he didn't have any stake in that movie. So though he was kind enough to say, the movie was all right, but I liked the 2 young actors. So that was cool. But yeah, no, he was going to be there because he wasn't making any money on it. Maybe someday.
Shit.
Maybe someday we'll make it.
That sucks.
Man. Hey, that would write on Stephen.
And then one last question, and then I'm going to be
40 years. Thank God for him.
And then I'm going to be quiet. When you did the Memphis Belle, did you actually get to Sissville Airplane, or did they not use that at all for the movie?
So check this out. So what we used was we used this mock plane in 5 pieces that they built. That was so beautifully done. They put it in a museum when it was all over. But the cool story is we got there on July 1st. They were shooting second unit stuff, but we weren't shooting yet. And on the 4th of July, it was weird. You're in the UK, and of course, nobody's celebrating the 4th of July, right? That was the first time I'd ever experienced that. We I guess because that was the 4th of July or something, we kept coaxing them to let us go up in some of the second unit photography, and then they decided to do it. So I got to fly in a real B-17, dude.
Wow.
That was crazy. And I got to see the Focke-Wulf planes diving down because that's what they were filming. And it was perfect for my character because I got to see how hard it would really be to hit those things moving. But it was just, a once in a lifetime deal, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, that was my last question.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave. So Amy hasn't asked anything yet, have you? Or Amy, go first.
Well, so you were in So I'm new to all this stuff on here. They just invited me on here recently, so
I feel like you're checking my aura out anyway, more than you're thinking about movies. I feel like you're like,
probably.
Just checking your beard out.
Kind of feel it all the way over here.
The spirit stuff really speaks to me on that. But
Right.
you were in you said you were in Colors?
Yeah.
No, okay, so that's been so I used to watch that movie over and over and over and over, but like I said, it's been so many years since I watched that.
So my character's name was Whitey, and I was in the 21st Street Gang. I was the only white gangbanger in the movie, basically. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
that was one of my favorite movies back when I was young, and then I heard Can't Buy Me Love. So
Yeah.
So definitely that one too. But I think it's pretty amazing that you've gotten to have all these opportunities that you have.
Yep. Very, very fortunate, and I've gotten to work with some, some very talented people, some very established people. When I look at the resume on that level, it always sort of blows me away. I'm like, wow, I've worked with Tom Hanks, I've worked with Robert Duvall, I've worked with Sean Penn. Blows me away, Carrie Fisher.
What was it like to work with Sean Penn?
So Sean I got along with Sean really well, but this was the time when he was with Madonna. And anytime a photographer would try to shoot a shot of him, he'd go freaking ballistic and like chase them down and smash their cameras. And I'm thinking to myself, if you didn't want this shit, why did you marry Madonna, bro? You brought it on. You brought it on. But I enjoyed working with Sean. Like I said, I'm a big admirer of his work. I think he quite possibly is the best actor of the X generation.
What was your most favorite film you worked on out of all of them?
Oh, that's like saying what's your favorite kid. That's impossible.
I know, but
that's impossible.
I have to ask.
But Memphis Belle was maybe the most incredible experience because we got to go to London and we got to stay there and we got to work at Famous Pinewood Studios and we got to work with such talented people behind the camera. I think that might, at least I'd say that's the pinnacle. I don't know if it's my favorite. I'd say it's probably the pinnacle though.
How much time did you get to spend with Dennis Hopper? I know he was directing, but
so I got to spend a lot of time with Dennis Hopper, ironically. So again, my mentor and he were friends, right? And so he told, and my mentor taught acting, and he told him, this is the best guy I've ever trained. And all that did was stick a target on my back. And Dennis just threw all kinds of crap at me, good and bad, through the shoot. I was 86th on the call sheet, right? 86th. And that guy got more out of me and pissed me off more than any director I ever worked with. So, but I'll give you an example of how nothing got past him. He was, in the trailers. I was sitting out on the stairs in my trailer playing my acoustic guitar. He was going to the back trailer to go to the bathroom. He looked for a couple minutes, watched me play. Never thought anything about it. Wow, thank you for that. So when the girl decided she asked him if she could play a song at the end of the movie, which is called Love Guaranteed, and people still try to find it to this day. I have no idea where they can find it. He goes, Whitey, go get your guitar. And I thought it was the coolest thing that, gangsters, cholos were playing music. I thought that was so interesting and such an artistic choice and not one that most people would make. But like nothing got past him. He anything he saw that he could use, he put to work,
Fucking awesome. Yeah, all I remember is when Rico Suave was popping and locking just before you guys got harassed, for throwing a rock at the cop car.
Yes. Well, that's how Gerardo broke in. He broke in as a pop lock artist. He was a dancer.
Oh, speaking of dancer, Paul there above you has like a world record for doing like a disco dance for a week in a row or something like that.
Yeah, 205 hours, 8.5 days.
What?
Non-stop disco dancing. Yeah. What year was that?
1979.
It was a Coke.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, it was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not and the Guinness Book of World Records. But hey, Courtney, besides all the dance and stuff,
that's crazy.
You have a very interesting life. Have you ever thought about writing a book?
I mean, if somebody approached me about it and it was like, an advance, otherwise I feel like I would just be doing it out of vanity. You know what I mean? But if somebody approached me to do it, an actual publisher, and I knew it was going to get out there, I might be open to it, but I'm not going to do it on my own accord and then try to sell it at conventions. Hey, man, want to buy my book?
There's nothing wrong with putting your life into a book. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great.
I'm just saying it's a lot of work, to try to then peddle them at conventions or something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I do a lot of paranormal themed books. So there's a lot of books out there. By Me is about the paranormal. But when you were in London, now that's a very paranormal city.
Oh, yeah?
Did you have a chance to go to Westminster Abbey?
I did. But I mean, there's actually, there's dead people in there, right? So it's like, it feels like, it feels like you're in a giant mausoleum, for sure. So, but I'd have a quote unquote paranormal experience, but you felt like you were with spirits. I mean, because you were, all right. So that was an amazing experience.
Oh yeah. I went on the candlelight tour of the Jack the Ripper and the Cray twins. Yeah, where all the victims were found and stuff like that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They did you brought me to that fucking Prescott Castle and that asylum there with that weird shit I got on the EVP that one time. We did the video.
Oh yeah. Well, Face, when you went to Sonoma.
Sonoma, that fucking
yeah. You went to that sanitarium, which you love, and underneath you had people screaming. He got an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, of people screaming at the sanitarium, and there was nobody in there.
It's like a gate to hell was open. It was supposed to have been the survivors of the Philadelphia experiment, or which one was it?
Yeah. And there was people that were tortured there. So that's probably
when the ghost took them both your butthole.
Dark outpost over here. She says, "I see dead people." So there you go.
Where's Phil? Did we get our buttholes fondled there? Of course, we get our buttholes fondled at every ghost time.
Yep.
The tingle. It's called the tingle in the night.
Fucking ghosts are perverts, man.
Amy has a story about a perverted ghost.
You said, "I'll tell you about one." Yeah, I've had a couple.
Her first day on the show, she's sitting there. Oh yeah, a ghost just touched my clitoris on the toilet.
Well, what was that?
Wasn't it?
What was that movie where like the girl like she get raped by the ghost?
The entity. The entity.
Yes, the entity. I remember that freaked me out when I was a kid. I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Isn't that who you compared me to, Barbara Hershey?
Great
You
fucking
did.
movie. Yeah.
Was that Sigourney Weaver?
Courtney, what are some of your favorite horror movies?
I'm not going to say I'm a huge horror fan, because I'm not. I'm just an actor who likes a good story, right? So the key to me is, can you believe it? And my answer for horror is I feel like it's somewhat cliche, I guess, whatever, because it's a famous fan. Is The Exorcist. I think The Exorcist is the best horror movie ever made. But I saw it at 10 years old in a movie theater with no parents.
Oh,
no parents. How'd you pull that off?
Traumatized.
There was this little theater in my neighborhood that would show, not first run movies, but like second, third run movies, and they didn't care. They'd let anybody in. That's how I got turned on to Bruce Lee. I'd be, Enter the Dragon and all these movies I could watch when I was little, because they would let me into R-rated movies. And yeah, so I was just there with a friend, and the place was mobbed, and I got there a little bit late, and I had to sit in the front row. And man, I couldn't go to sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I would see her eyes. And ironically, the woman who did a lot of the makeup characters is a woman named Eileen Dietz. Because the other lady was underage. She was underage. She couldn't do half of that stuff. And that woman's who's got me with my manager that I've been doing conventions with all these years. So thank goodness for Eileen Dietz, or I wouldn't have done all these conventions for the last 15 years. So
Hollywood really is a small world.
Yeah, and so weird as somebody who freaked me out is, somebody who's ended up being my benefactor.
Yeah, that seems like, is everybody related in Hollywood? It seems like everybody's related to each other.
It certainly is a small town, right? And I think the higher you get up, the smaller it gets, is sort of how it seems. The ring just gets kind of smaller. But yeah, I mean,
the deep secrets.
You can play 6 Degrees of Courtney Gaines all day long, though. I think you could do that.
You should have done that tonight. That's a great idea.
Hollywood. Yes,
I want to say hi to Penny L.A. Shepherd. She has a beautiful podcast that comes off in the morning. I was a guest on that. So, hello, Penny. Thank you for joining the Sanitarium.
Welcome. Yeah. Good old Sanitarium welcome here. I love this little mixer. I do all sorts of fun stuff with it. Well, man, it's 9:57 here. We're getting close to being the end of our times here. We want to thank you for coming on, man.
Let me tell people where they can get the record, right? Let me do that. So,
no, I can't do. I'm sorry. No, I can't do.
So the EP's called
go ahead.
Safe Haven, and the only place you can get it is at the record label, which is fakefangsrecords.com or fakefangs.com. We're not doing it on Spotify or any of those things, iTunes. They never did nothing to help me sell records, so we're doing it direct. And the cool thing is you can go on there and you can listen to the 6-song EP 3 times for free. And then if you decide you want to do a digi download, you can, or you can buy a limited run CD, which I think they give you the digi download as well. So it's like $8 for the CD, so it's not too bad. But yeah, fakefangs.com. That's where you want to get it. And if you want to find out what I'm doing musically, join my Facebook page, Courtney Gaines Group, and find out where. That's where you'll be able to find out if we're touring and where we're touring next year and stuff.
Yeah, you better come to North Carolina.
Yeah, I think we will. That gig that you saw was North Carolina. That gig that you showed was North Carolina. It was Lawndale, North Carolina. That we were just there this weekend. That's where we were.
Okay, all right.
And
Haunted Pyramids.
And Awake Nation Dark Outpost says fake fans. Nice.
Yeah, Fake Fangs. Nice. I agree. Yeah, it's a cool name. Cool name. Perfect name for me for sure.
Okay, hey, wait, Courtney, if you ever come to Baltimore and Philly, my band, and if my band bails on me, I also rap. I'm Purple Sticky. So Philly and Baltimore, let's keep in touch. I'd love to open up for you.
Or vice versa.
That would be awesome. Oh my god.
You put a show together, and I'll open up for you.
Awesome.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Yeah, man. That's definitely. I think we'll get up that way. So let's get an email. Let's reach out. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I love it. All right, let's do it.
More to continue on the Sanitarium and Purple Sticky and the Legacy. Thanks for coming on, man. It's fucking an honor to have you on. Thank you for the many years of the scare and the haunting and the nightmares. I appreciate it and wouldn't go back do it a second time all over again. No problem.
And I'm sorry for your kid naming him Malachi, man. I can't believe you did that to him, brother.
Oh, it's okay. I spelled it a little bit different.
Hey, Courtney, thanks to Children of the Corn, I quit eating corn.
Yeah, I got tired of counting it the second time around. Yeah.
It's been such a classy show, I want to tell you guys. It's been nothing but class and dignity.
I want some corn.
This was one of the more respectful episodes, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
good.
yeah. We were nice.
Showing me a little respect. Good to know.
Well, we weren't all drinking this time, so
only
we're not all moonshined out and talking shit as bad as we usually do.
Good. You actually did this one sober, huh? Okay, good.
Yeah,
for you,
coffee this time.
Courtney,
off the wagon here.
You should have seen the show last week. It was hilarious. It was crazy.
God, the live ghost hunt.
We're doing a live ghost hunt.
Anal beads and ghost communication, all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Check out sperminator.com.
Don't lie. We spelled it the correct way from the movie. She called you. Summer Dent called you a liar, man.
Oh, she can shut up. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and go into our final commercial. Thanks for coming on. We're gonna keep touch, man. We all got some more stuff to do here. We gotta get you on Purple Sticky, and I want to give you a big thank you, man.
All right, my pleasure, guys.
And thank you.
We'll be right back with the Wheel of Doom. We'll go ahead and decide what's going to be the topic next week. Guys, hang in there. Be right back.
What makes the Fudge Factory so special is it is Uranus Fudge Factory. Everybody is intrigued by that name. They're so curious when they walk through that door. They're not sure of what to expect. And when we greet them with,
Welcome to Uranus! Welcome to Uranus! Welcome to Uranus!
They laugh, the giggles, and the energy that comes from them is what we feed off of. So then we know just how much we can play with our customers. My name is Tina Elliott, I'm the general manager. It is my duty to make sure that fudge is packed properly. I am very proud to say that I teach all my fudge packers everything that I know. We get people from all over the world. We're not just a stop, we are a destination now.
Thank you for making your anus.
We love this place. It's the
I think that commercial was somehow even worse than the other ones.
I just think it's funny how someone finally said it. What I get myself into here. I know every guest comes on here. It's like, oh boy, what is this going to be?
Yeah,
they're used to the boring paranormal shows. They're not used to the cool, something cool like this.
Yeah, no, Courtney wasn't afraid to put us on the spot with that one, but I thought we were pretty nice to him. I mean, I love his fucking movies. I mean, I grew up on those ones, so.
I was expecting Tristan to rip someone apart. He was holding back too. He was waiting
at
for
least
the
you
opportunity.
didn't verbally fillet him like you did fucking Corin?
Oh yeah, and been fucking with me about it ever since.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be crazy.
You will never forget. We will never let you forget.
You assholes. Let's go to Wheel of Doom. Let's see what the hell we're gonna do.
All right.
Wheel of Doom.
Shut up, Tristan. They can't hear you anyway. Shut up. He's talking shit. Shut up,
The
dick.
mimic incident.
Fuckhead. Eat my hole. Eat my hole. All right, here we go. We're gonna spin this bitch. Shut the fuck up. It's gonna be Tristan blowing somebody.
Spin
no.
again. This fucking wheel.
We gotta spin again.
Welcome to the Wheel of Doom.
One more
may
time and
spin
we're doing
the
rock,
wheel.
paper, scissors.
Oh, what is it? No, spin again. Wow, second time in a row? Fuck.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Three times in a row. Better not be a fucking Maynard time either.
You may spin the wheel.
No Maynard time and no nose. Shut up.
Watch a guy eat gummies out of his own asshole.
Where is going? Chupacabra. Hey, Chupacabra. What? What?
Sucker.
You don't want to do a Chupacabra?
It's goat sucker. I don't know. It's like a dog with mange.
Well, what would you rather do then?
Let's do sex with the dead.
Ew, necromancy?
Necromancy, yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to do that for?
Tristan agrees.
Necromancy. All right. Paper, rock, scissors. Paper, rock, scissors. I win. It's Chupacabra. Now I'm going to find the most manging fucking one I can find, too.
Yeah.
You win. Then maybe we'll do necromancy.
All right. You ready?
All right. So we're going to do paper, rock, scissors. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wait, I'm on the camera.
Oh, you dick. Fuck.
Smash him.
Necromancy. All right.
Sex with the dead. Corpse fuckers.
Next week. Fuck? Sanitarium at a new all-time low. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, I guess we can go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and, shit. Guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it. The situation in Sacramento about what?
It is in the city. Our esteemed colleague Paul Roberts is speaking to us off screen and reminding us that in Sacramento City of Blood book they talk about is it Karen Greenlee? Is her name? I think she's the most famous necrophiliac maybe in this country. If you look her up, she had sex with a whole bunch of corpses, worked at a funeral home in Sacramento, and even stole one. Was found 3 days later in another county in the hearse with the dead body and an empty bottle of vodka by the authorities.
How she even do that? Is she,
Wild,
huh?
Wow, that's crazy shit. There's some movie called Kissed from the 90s where this chick works at a funeral home, and I think it's loosely based on her. Creepy shit.
Necromancy. So we have from chupacabra to okay. Like that's yeah.
How do you what, Tristan?
Something about a boner. Well, we'll answer those questions next week. It's just going to get disgusting, I'm sure.
Okay.
a corpse boner. How do you ignore a corpse boner?
Hey, she had a thing for stiffs.
Oh God.
Wah, wah.
Next week on the Sanitarium. Oh God.